Hey you guys, Desmond here,
And Cretia.
and welcome back to the channel. And today we are here to discuss RuPaul's Drag Race, Season 17, Episode 12. Can you believe it? We are at the end of the season.
This is the first time, and I say this every time we're on here. This is the first time that I was entertained the whole flipping season.
But yeah.
Usually we're bored.
And I see that with a lot of seasons. Once we get down to the final, 4, 5, 6, it's like, okay. It's kind of like an autopilot at that point. We're like, all right, we know we got to do this. Let's just keep pushing. But yeah, I think this episode was really well. I thought it was weird we didn't just do a girl group challenge. The challenge itself was weird, and only 2 queens, in my opinion, did the assignment. And it just happened to be the 2 queens who won this week. But yeah, it was just... This was weird. I'm like, there's 6 queens. We could have did 2 girl groups. Or just 1 super group. I don't know. Because we ain't did one this season.
Nope.
So, and next week is the makeover. So, there's a good chance we ain't gonna get one.
Well.
Unless they do a room mix, which, sometimes that could be technically a girl group, but it is what it is, honey. Let's go ahead and get into these screenshots, this review. Alright, so we start off after the elimination of Lydia Butthole Collins. They come in, they're reading her message. Everyone is really emotional about her exit. Even Sam, because, Sam just started becoming friends with her.
Right.
So they wipe the message away. They sit down, congratulate Anya on her 3rd win.
Hey.
And then Anya called out the group for copping out.
And I don't blame her.
On who should go home tonight and why. I'm glad she said it. Again, Anya says the things that is on my mind. Because I kid you not, if I was in the same rooms, in the same situations that Anya was this season, I would have been saying the same things. That was a cop-out. Y'all know she's not finna send Susie 2 home. Be real. Be freaking real.
And they were like, no, we did what we were supposed to do. No, the fluff, you didn't.
No, you took the easy way out. You didn't want to hurt nobody's feelings.
Yep.
And you took the easy way out. Not me. I would have said Lydia or Lana. Probably both of them. I can't decide between the 2. They both should go. No, I probably would say Lana because Lydia at least had a win. I think, I probably would have just said Lana. But yeah. Yeah, no. So I'm glad Anya and Susie
stood on business.
Stood on business. And then them laughing in their faces. But yeah, so it's the next day in the workroom. They come in, and we didn't even get them around the table. As soon as they came in, the door opens.
Right?
Oh, okay, we get
they're walking in. We'll go now. Hey! I love this suit, though.
Oh, I had to get a full body shot. I need this suit. I want this suit bad. And I don't like wearing white clothing, but you wouldn't be able to tell me nothing in this suit, okay?
Okay, look, give me that suit with a cute skirt.
Oh, ooh, yes. I see where you're going. So RuPaul comes in and announces that we're having a mini challenge. Thank you.
Yes.
Oh, it just annoys me that other franchises have 40-minute episodes. It can still fit in a mini challenge. You have 90-minute episodes and still can't fit in a damn mini challenge. But I'm glad they fit it in. And for this mini challenge, they had to pair up. And RuPaul told them to pair up with the person that knows them the best.
Right.
And I don't think Lexi did that. Because Sam was like, Lexi was the closest person here for me. And then Lexi's
Right.
going to get into the confessional saying, I went with Anya because, she has the best track record and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, no, that is not what
But that's
RuPaul
not
asked you to
what
do.
that's not what you were supposed to do.
You were
But
supposed to
I mean, it
link
worked
with
out
the
in your favor
person.
eventually. But
Yeah, you were supposed to link with the person that you have the biggest connection with. But hey, it worked out for her. So, for this mini challenge, they're basically playing Mad Libs.
yeah,
So, they're writing down, they had 15 minutes to do so. Honestly, I think everyone did a good job with their partners except for Lexi.
yeah.
Listen, I was so surprised at Jules writing all those jokes down for Susie.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, where was this? They're in the roast. Shoot, someone should
Boom.
have just gave her a few little pointers and then just let her go. Because that's basically
Right.
what Mad Lib is. They're like, okay, here's a little boom, boom, and now put it in. But yeah, I thought everyone did a really good job except for Lexi. And we found out that the winner of this week's mini challenge is Jules Sparkles. Do you agree?
Yeah.
It was between her and Anya for me. So
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, this works. She did a great job. So for the Maxi Challenge, they're going to be doing the Charisma, Uniqueness, Nerve, and Talent Monologues.
Yeah. I like the way they move the lips.
Yeah, they're going to be working in the same pairs that they did for the mini challenge, and each queen is
Mm-hmm.
going to have their own prompt. Jules got out of this world. Susie got learned that the hard way. Lana got lost. Sam got triggered.
ah.
Lexi got payback's a bitch. And Anya got obsessed. So out of the 6 prompts there, which one do you think you would have wanted?
Which one would have wanted? I think. Oh wait. It probably would have been either out of this world or triggered. Mostly just because it would have been a story that I've told many, many times over, but haven't told in a few years, so it might be funny again.
For me, I was thinking triggered or obsessed. Yeah. So another twist is while they are giving their monologues, their partner has to do interpreted dancing to the monologue as they're going on. So the mini challenge partners will be their maxi challenge partners, and since Jules Sparkles won the mini challenge, she gets to pick the order they go in. And I really thought she was finna do something with that too, cause she's like, "Oh yeah, they were mad at me before. Now they really finna be mad, cause I'm really finna do something." He said, "Well, I changed my mind. I didn't want to do it." You got scared. Quit being scared.
That part.
Quit being
I
scared.
mean, would it have? Do you really think it would have made a difference?
No, because
From
from
getting
from my
head a little
understanding,
bit.
I think she could have put the 6 in any order that she wanted. It's just the pairs would still be pairing. You know what I'm saying? So like even if she would have put Lexi 1 and Anya last, Anya would have been up there with Lexi. Lexi would have been up there with Anya. So she could have easily split up everybody but her and Susie, which I would have done. But and then make sure Lexi goes after Susie because she swears that's her biggest op. She swears that's her biggest op, and I'm gonna make you feel it.
God, and I just love how sleeper cell Anya is right now.
Baby, your biggest op
Sleepers.
is in the other side of the room. You're
But
not
your
worried about
biggest
her.
op is in the room with you.
And when she swoops through and snatches this crown, you're gonna be look mighty silly because you done put all your eggs in the Susie is your biggest op.
And that's the crazy thing, because I'm like, you guys swear up and down like Susie's just all that. And you guys went and decided that Susie's the one who needed to go home.
Honestly, I think what got them is Susie got the second win before anybody else. And I think that's what
Right.
really got them in their head, even though at this point Anya has 3 wins, Sam got 2. Yeah, the merit. But yeah, like there's other queens in the room that are really stiff competition, but y'all are so focused on Susie because she got to 2 first. And
Right.
completely ignoring Anya, who got to 3 first. Now 4 first. Hate to jump ahead, but now 4 first.
Right.
But hey, it is what it is. So we see the queens
Y'all
writing
remember
their
to
monologues.
them last 3 queens, and then they're gonna be like, "Oh snap, Anya's still here."
So we see the queens writing their monologues. We see them working on their dances. Some are working well together, like Anya and Lexi, and some are interestedly working together.
Mm-hmm.
So let's hit this main stage. Up first, we have our hostess with the mostest, the mother of all mothers, RuPaul. What did you think of RuPaul this week and your score?
I was looking at it. I don't. It looks funny. Something ain't right about this suit. I
Mm-hmm.
love the fact that it's a suit because we haven't seen very many suits, and like the last 2 times she wore a suit. I like it. I think she's just trying to be more comfortable. Like now, all I gotta do is just take the shoes off. I ain't gotta take. I
Well,
ain't
as
gotta wear
cold as they
sweatpants.
say they keep it in there, I imagine she's still putting sweatpants over the bottom half.
But I don't. For some weird reason, like the wig just throws me off. Like I give it an A. I love the suit. Just that wig is really throwing me off.
Again, RuPaul, your forehead starts down here. Bring it down. Bring
Down,
it down. You look like an egg.
down.
So, I agree with your A. I thought this was really cute. I love the silhouette here. But yeah, that wig just needs to come down. Bring it
Is
down.
that what it is?
Let's zoom in on. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me go to the next screenshot. Look at it. Let me zoom into the forehead. See? Look at it.
No, I see it. I don't think that's the problem, but at the same time, that wig is still.
Now that's my problem. Like I said, RuPaul, you don't have to pay me much, but just let me look at you before you walk out. Be like, hold on. Okay, you're good to go.
There's like a little bit of leg, a whole lot of hip, a whole bunch of shoulder pad, and then that big old head and little peanut head.
Honestly, I would love if the wig was like double the size.
I would love it if it was just a little bit smaller.
The bigger the hair, the closer to God. So,
Bigger
double the
wig
size
will
of the wig. The only thing is, switch to this wig when you get to the judging panel so that your wig is not too big next to you, next to the other judges.
Give her a Diana Ross wig where it just flows down the back. And
So this week we are joined by Michelle Visage, the gorgeous T.S. Madison. She looks gorgeous this week, honey.
mm-hmm.
Looks good.
The
And
makeup. Did Raven do your makeup too, baby?
I don't know who did her makeup for this event, but keep them. Keep them, okay? And then our extra special guest judge, Gerard Carmichael. Did you know this man?
No.
I didn't either. Okay, I just wanted to make sure I wasn't the only
Yeah,
one who
but
didn't
you
know
know
this
this man.
man. Papa, who this man?
Mama, who this man?
I don't know this man at all. But he was a good time. I enjoyed him.
Mm,
So let's get to the charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent monologues. So, what did you think of Susie Toots' monologue and her dancing?
I forgot what her monologue was. Like that's how bad it was. I forgot
Well,
what.
for me, I
Yeah.
enjoyed her monologue. It was her
Uh-huh.
dancing when she did it for Jules, where it was just
Mhm.
kind of like, girl, what are you doing out there?
She was taking it too serious though.
But what gets me is because her monologue had good. I'm gonna use keywords to where you hear sad, you can go, oh. With Jules, she didn't really have the keywords to where you can respond in the moment. You know what I'm saying? So you're kind of just like woo woo, waiting for a keyword. I'm like, okay, girl, give me a word I can work with over here.
Right. I was scared. You go, oh. I was afraid. Oh.
Listen, coming from a praise dance mom and kid in the church, I would have ate this up.
Oh, I bet.
Oh, I would have. Oh, but I need good material to work with. I would need good material to work with because let's just switch over to her partner, Jules. She did an amazing job with her dance when it came to Susie's monologue.
She did.
But her monologue, like I said earlier, just didn't give Susie anything to work with.
Right. And Susie was just too fluid.
And it was a little boring. Her monologue was a little boring. So we're moving on to Anya and Lexi, an amazing pair. They both did a great job with their monologues. They both did a great job with the dance.
Yes.
Especially Lexi. I was just so happy to see her finally just like let go.
Right.
I'm like, see what you can do when you're not worried about Susie?
Exactly.
Because I imagine there could have been other times where she could have completely shined if she wasn't so about Susie.
Yep. What's Susie doing? Nope. Keep your face over here.
Over here. Let's not worry about what Susie's doing.
We're not trying to figure out what so-and-so is doing. We just here.
We are here. Let's focus on us. And they did an amazing job. And then we had Sam and Lana. And honestly, it's the same critique for Jules and Susie. Lana did a great job with the dance, but her monologue was kind of Where Sam did a great job with her monologue, but her dance was the worst of the night.
Oh, God, yeah.
Her dance was the worst. And honestly, I could probably say her monologue, Lana's just really good. Because her monologue was not that great. So, yeah, this was an interesting challenge. I'm like, y'all should have just gave them a cute little track and let them do, hey, Mama Ru, come and give me the crown. Because, there's going to be at least one line somewhere. Hey, Mama Ru, give this queen her crown. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't.
Don't mind if I'm putting the other ones down.
I'm here
I'd have
to slay.
a hard time with it.
Oh, I would have a fantastic time with it.
I miss my younger self that was more creative and open-minded.
Like, I sit there and make up raps randomly throughout the day to just random songs. Don't let me be listening to a song that has like a small little instrumental break. Just know I done created a rap verse for it in my head.
Oh, gosh.
Prime example, Heart to Break by Kim Petras. There's a little piece at the end where it's just the instrumental. I wrote a whole verse for that part. I did.
Do the Orlando Brown. I want to make love to you. Oh my gosh, you see he's trying to write a dang video. He did a music video to that.
I am so sick of him. But a lot of people were shocked that he could sing. I'm like,
he worked for Disney.
Come on now. You have to be a triple threat to work for them.
It's a triple threat capital. You got to be able to sing, dance, and act. It don't matter if you're male or female. Why do you think? From my understanding,
that's still their criteria to this day. I don't watch Disney no more. But that's still what they look for. Sing, dance, and act.
Exactly.
Look at the people who has come out of that. We got the Maya.
Yeah.
We got the Selena. We got the Demi.
Yeah.
Recently, Sabrina Carpenter. Wait, was she Disney?
Yes.
She was Disney, yeah. Sabrina Carpenter.
Dove Cameron, Justin Timberlake, Britney Spears, JC Chazé, if you want to throw it back some more.
Who dropped the album last year. Just letting folks know. Just letting folks know. Go listen. But yeah, Well, let's get back to the episode. I don't know how we got to Orlando Brown. So for the category this week, in honor of his 10th anniversary, the category is Ugliest Dress in the World. RuPaul made me feel so old when she said the 10th anniversary of season 7. I'm like, well, yeah, it is season 17, so this would technically be the 10th anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
But don't say that again, please. Please don't say that again. I do like that idea, though. Like, for season 18, redo a category from season 8. I think that could be something they could do going forward. And
yeah, it would give you more material.
Yeah. So, ugliest dress in the world. What would Roxy St. James provide for the ugliest dress in the world?
Oh my god. Oh my god. What would be the ugliest dress? Look, the ugliest dress in the world would be made out of, like, trash or something.
Mm-hmm. But you gotta make sure it's ugly, because trash can be beautiful. That's you gotta be careful with that.
Nope, because I would have came out in some La La Reed, pasted onto a corset with some tulle and a trash bag type situation. Oh no, it would have been probably like who did it? Nope. Alaska's trash can look, trash bag look, but actual trash coming out. Mustard stains.
See, for me, when I first heard it, I thought like Lana, and I'm like, ooh, the ugliest dress I could think of is the dress from season 14. Maddie Morphosis. That was the first thing I thought. So when I saw Lana do that with Candy Muses, but I saw how the judges responded to that, I'm like, oh, okay, that would not have been a good idea. But that was instantly, she said ugliest dress in the world. I'm like, Maddie Morphosis, season 14.
Her goodbye dress.
That is where my mind immediately shot to.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you could have did it, but you could have did it differently.
Yeah, I think I would have took my own take on it instead of actually calling up Maddie and be like, hey, Maddie, you still got that dress? Which I think is cool that, Lana was able to get that dress from Candy.
Right.
But, yeah, I don't think I would just call up Maddie. I'm like, hey, sis, do you still have that? Can you mail it to me? Can you mail it to Drag Race? And I'll just get it there while I'm there. But yes, let's get into these looks, because some queens need to understand what the word ugly means. Up first is Susie Toot. What did you think of Susie, and do you give it a 2?
As far as ugly outfits are concerned,
yeah, so like it's gonna be kind of opposite, because usually the ugliest get the Fs, but this time they'll get the A's.
Exactly, because normally it'd be like, this is a no for me, dog. Which could be the opposite. It could be the opposite.
Today is officially opposite day. It's officially opposite day. So what do you think of Susie Toot?
On a normal regular scale it'd be this a no for me, dog, but I guess I'm gonna have to give this an A.
I'm with you on the A. She walked down this, I'm like, you're making me hate Christmas.
Oh my god,
you're making me hate Christmas.
You know what I would have did? I would have did some dragged up version of the Gone with the Wind curtains. Which really ages me. If you think I watched that originally, I did not. I watched it on a rerun. I did not. He keeps saying I'm 85 and I am not. I am 24.
But yeah, I agree with the A for this. This is ugly.
Because that's what this made me think about. I was like, oh yeah, the Gone with the Wind look. The Shirley MacLaine version.
So up next we have Jewel Sparkles. Sis, just because it's 80s doesn't mean it's ugly. This is actually gorgeous.
Exactly. I was like, if it had been pink, it would have been the pretty in pink dress.
Yeah, like the
All
wig
you
is
did
now. We'll
was,
say the wig is ugly. The
I was
wig
about
is
to say, all
ugly.
you did was throw on a dry, crunchy wig and some braces.
And braces can be beautiful. I know people today who have braces and they're beautiful. So,
Look, when I was young and skinny and I had braces, I still look cute.
so I'm gonna give this a D
Yeah,
because the only thing ugly about this is the wig. What do you think?
exactly. Um, it's a no for me, dog, because it's not the assignment.
Yeah, I completely understand. So moving on to this jive turkey.
Job.
Anya Nerve. What did you think of Anya? And does she have nerve?
She got some kind of nerve, because, girl, ooh, this could have been like some Kennedy stuff for real. Because, like, when I first saw it, that's the first thought that came into my head was the bloody chicken. And then I was like, okay, okay. And if it had been sparkly, it would have been bad. But them boots kind of saved it. I give this a C.
I'm going to give this a B minus. I like the idea. I like the concept. I love that she went different with it. She's like, okay, instead of just being ugly, I'm gonna be an ugly bird, turkey.
Right. I'm
So I
gonna give you
love
the
the creative.
ugliest thing I've ever seen. A turkey.
Yeah. So yeah, I give it a B. Up next is Lexi Love.
Lexi.
I thought this was so cute.
That part.
She came out on this and I'm like, oh, I want one! Especially when she started bouncing, I'm like, oh, this is so cute. This isn't ugly at all.
It's not. The only, you know what makes it ugly is quite simply the fact that the tool is not in rainbow order. Because if she had put that in rainbow order, you couldn't tell me that that wasn't cute. That is quite, huh?
Go ahead, finish your thought.
It's like that's quite literally the only thing that's ugly about it is the fact that the colors are in random orders.
Now that you've said that, I can see it, and now it does bother me. So because of that, I'm going to bump it up to a D, because I was going to give it worse than that. So, she gets a D for me. What did you think of Lexi?
I agree with your D. Like I said, the only thing that's wrong with it, the only thing that makes it ugly is the fact that the colors are not in rainbow order. Because if she had put them in rainbow order, this would have been gorgeous.
Mm-hmm. Up next is Sam Starr. What did you think of Sam?
This is a no for me, dog. Because this was not the assignment.
At all.
As grotesque as it's supposed to look, like, it was not ugly. It was ugly to me, but look, I know who your mother is, and I know that your mother knows how to do ugly drag, because I've seen her do ugly drag. For fun. For the jokes. For the walls. She knows when you need to not be pretty. So
honestly,
you need
it would have been funny if she would have pulled out Trinity's old woman suit that she wore on All Stars 4. That, I would have been cackling.
Okay. Just, mm-mm. So this is a no for me, dog.
Yeah, I have to agree. It's a no for me, dog, because this is gorgeous. This is beautiful. This gives glamour, you know.
Glamour.
You know, if we run another show, it would fit within the three categories. Filth, horror, and glamour.
Yes.
But yeah, so it's a no for me, dog. This is a beautiful garment. Up next is Lana Jarrett, literally wearing the same dress that Candy Muse wore on season 13 for the Pockets runway. I didn't like it then. I still don't like it now. So it gets an A. I remember not giving it such a high score when we reviewed season 13. But like, things have changed. This time it's supposed to be
Themes
ugly.
have changed.
Yeah.
Not times, but themes. Themes have changed.
The category has changed. It's now ugliest dress. So therefore, it gets an A for me.
It gets an A from me, dog.
So out of all these interesting dresses, who was your favorite?
I'm supposed to have a favorite.
Yep. Which one of these dresses is the ugliest?
Susie's.
Susie is correct. I just thought, as soon as I said ugly, you know what I would have done now? I would have came out in a dress inspired by Angeria Paris Van Michaels. And just hold up a sign that says, "You ugly bitch."
I'm sorry to whoever is listening on headphones. That was ugly. That was the ugliest laugh I've ever done.
You ugly bitch.
Did you know you talk in your sleep? Who's Penelope?
I believe she's his wife. But I have to agree, Susie had the ugliest dress, and I would have to say hers was my favorite this week. So, for the lineup this week, in the top, we had Anya and Lexi. In the bottom, we had Sam and Lana. And I would say that was more safe than anything was Susie and Jules. Do you agree with the way things lined up?
Yeah.
And do you agree with it being judged in groups?
Yeah.
You know me, I'm always, you work in groups, you get judged in groups.
Right.
A lot of people don't agree with me with that, but I will stand 10 toes down. If you worked as a group, you were judged as a group.
Look, and Lana was hoping beyond hope that you would not get judged in
Honestly,
groups.
if they were judged individually, the bottom two this week would have been Susie and Sam. If we were judging individually, let's be honest. Yeah. And that's probably another reason why RuPaul did it in a group. They're like, no, we need to get Lana out of here.
Yeah, because this was her fourth time lip syncing.
We found out that the winners of this week's challenge is Anya and Lexi Love. Do you agree with them both getting the win?
Yeah. I mean, they both did well.
Now, Lexi's dress, a little too cute, but I'm going to let that slide. I'm going to let it slide. They both did a great job. They both get the win. Now, RuPaul, y'all got plenty of money. I'm so sick and tired of hearing you. You will split a cash tip of $5,000. No, give them both $5,000. Y'all got the money. Y'all know what times we're living in.
Well, not then.
Well, even then, people were struggling.
Yeah, because we're really going to struggle now.
Ooh, Jesus. And we find out that the bottom two is Sam and Lana. Do you agree?
Yeah.
I do agree with them being the bottom two. So, they lip sync to Illusion by Dua Lipa. And with this lip sync, Lana joins the list of, the dress joins the list of outfits that have been worn twice in a lip sync for your life.
Yeah.
Because Candy had the lip sync in it, and also now Lana had the lip sync in it. The only person who lip synced in the same outfit twice was Tessa Testicle. Because, in Germany, she wore her outfit that she went home in, actually. No, she won that lip sync. And then she wore it again for Global All-Stars and went home in that outfit. But in this case, it's just the dress that has been involved in two lip syncs here. And they lip sync to Illusion by Dua Lipa. And I'm so glad out of all the songs off her last album, it was this one that they chose. Because this was my favorite off of the last album. So, Illusion.
What did you think of this on the Spotify playlist?
Huh?
I said, so it was already on the Spotify playlist.
Oh, yeah, it was already there. Oh, yeah. Been there since the album dropped. Well, actually, before, because it was a single.
Hey.
But what did you think of this lip sync performance?
It was close.
It really wasn't. Lana spanked Sam. This is the first time. Honestly, this has probably been my favorite lip sync of the season. I could probably say
it was.
Lana, I'm like, Lana, where has this been all season? And you telling me we just need to give you a song? I guess she knew this song.
Yeah.
You could tell she performed this song at the club 4-5 times a week.
Times.
Because, baby, she ate Sam up. I'm sorry, Sam was not it. Especially if they kept zooming on her going, ooh, 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 ooh. That was not cute. Ooh, 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 ooh.
Sam was trying. She was
trying.
Hard.
And, a lot of people online agree that Lana won this lip sync. And a lot of people think Sam should have went home. But I actually agree with Sam staying. This was Lana's 4th time.
Yep.
But also, we're at the top 6. Because a lot of people were bringing up Maya Iman LePage against Plasma to Bloody Mary. Was that last season? Yeah, that was last season.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's a totally different situation. That happened in the middle of the season.
Right.
I guarantee you, this lip sync would have happened like 3 episodes ago. Sam would have went home. But we're getting close to the end, and honestly, Sam has been doing a great job.
Yeah.
So if Lana
Sam
was
has
to
wins, and I don't think Lana has any.
No. If Lana was to stay, it's clear that she's not going to win.
Right.
This was her 4th time in the bottom. Not too many people make it past 3 anyway.
Nope.
So, I do agree with Sam staying, but I will state that Lana did win this lip sync. But at some point, we got to put the dog out of its misery. We can't just keep dragging her along.
Right.
So that means, Lana, you must sashay away. I agree. I believe she was talking about All Stars with Michelle Visage on the What You Packin'. I would love to see Lana back. Now that she got a little bit of experience of Drag Race, hopefully she can come in fully trusting herself like she did in the roast and just let the peoples have it.
Yep. And
again, why are these girls being so funny in their exit lines? I'm like, where has that been? She was like, is the bus still running?
Is the bus still running?
She goes in the back. You can tell she was really disappointed. She left her message, and then the queens danced like they didn't just crush that girl's dreams. So
this is the first time you said that, and like I watched it, and I heard that in the back of my head, and I was like, that's really upsetting right now.
Honestly, I know it's part of the show. I know RuPaul's gonna say, let the music play and we gotta dance. But like, especially if I was close with Lana, I would be kind of hurt up there having to do a little to the moon, to the moon. And
it would be one of those situations where as soon as the cameras was off me, my whole demeanor would just drop.
Honestly, I'd probably pull a Fierce Delicious like she did on her season when they were dancing, just go and walk out. But we find out that next week is one of my favorite challenges. It's the makeover. And it looks like they're going to be doing their family members.
Yes.
So I'm super excited. And then also Law is back next week. I was like, come on, Law. They said you were recurring. So recur back on this panel. But here you are. Here you are. Honestly, next season we can just go ahead and cut Carson and Ross out and just leave TS and Law. And I'll be a happy camper.
Hey.
Listen, Ross and Carson, y'all did a great job. Y'all jumped in on season 7 and did what y'all needed to do.
You've been here for 10 years.
Hey, longer than Santino did. He only made it for 6, so y'all did great.
I forgot all about Santino.
I wish I do forget about him until somebody brings him up, because he said and did some stupid shit. But yeah,
Look, I loved him on Project Runway.
See, I never watched Project Runway, so my only
I watched Project Runway.
Yeah, my only experience with Santino is through Drag Race. I knew he was on Project Runway, but and the only reason I know he didn't win was because that was part of Bianca Del Rio's roast when she roasted him. I was like, oh, okay, so you lost. Didn't know that.
Yeah. Santino lost. Carson Kressley was on
RuPaul
Five
was
Guys.
a judge
The
on there.
straight queer eye for the straight guy,
Mm-hmm.
and then you know who they need to get on there? Christian Siriano.
Who is that?
He was also on Project Runway. I don't think he was on Christian. I don't think he was on Santino's season. I think he was the season after. I
Uh-huh.
love Christian Siriano. He designs for everybody in all bodies.
Love
And
that.
he loves him some black women. Oh my goodness. The if you watched what Whoopi Goldberg wore to, what was it, the Emmys?
Uh-huh. Was that him?
Yes.
Got you, because I remember seeing photos of her.
Yes. He dresses all the big girls.
All right.
All the big girls.
Love that. But is there anything else you want to add to this review?
I can't believe the season's almost over. I miss these queens just a little bit. And I am probably like a true, genuine, like, honest to God Anya fan at this point.
Listen, I shit you not. If Anya goes on tour and she comes anywhere in Texas, we're going to have to plan something so that we could go, whether if it's Austin, Houston, wherever she going to be at. We need to be there in person.
We need to
so
be
I can
there
give her
to just
several dollars.
Take
Several
my
dollars.
money,
Here.
please.
Please. Take
And then as soon as she gets off stage and be like, all right, let's go.
Well, it depends on who the lineup is. Because if the lineup's good enough, I'm like, sit back down. Sit back down. Sit down.
That part. Look, if she joins, if they do another love tour, Shea
Oh
Coulee,
my
I'm gonna
God,
need
if
you.
they do another love ball, she has to be involved. She has to.
I need Anya there. Shea Coulee, let's put this together. 2026 Love Ball. If you don't want to do it in 2026, we got 2 more years this month. 2028. I need Anya involved. I'm gonna need
That's
Anya
honestly-
and I'm gonna need Mother involved.
I'm really sad they haven't announced any type of drag con for the U.S. this year. Because out of all of the queens this season, I would wait in a long ass line for Anya.
That part.
I would wait in a hour, 2 hour line just to meet Anya.
Look, I will go on Amazon right now and get one of those stupid little stools so that I could just sit in line and just wait. Me and you both.
I'm gonna go see Anya.
Look, and be in the start line. Be like, oh, let me get the VIPs real quick.
Oh, each time I did the VIP, so if they're gonna do it again, I will definitely be getting the VIP again.
Mm-hmm. But other than that, I don't have nothing else to say.
I have nothing else to add either. So tell the children where they can find you on social media.
You can find me at Christian McGill. That's CRESHAMCGILL on all social media.
And you can find me in the club, pocket full of bud, mama. But if I'm not there, you can find me on all social media platforms at Simply Desmond. That's SIMPLYDESMOND. Thank you so much for spending a piece of your day with us. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you next time. Bye.